For a minute or two, and then the anger passed? Or a minute or two, and then it began to dig and dig and dig at you, Mr. Manning?
It passed.
It passed. Marty Saybrook made fun of you in front of everyone in earshot and suggested that you were just too dumb to pass that exam, and you simply let all of that anger pass?
Yes.
And then you made love to her shortly after that?
Yes.
Mr. Manning, do you always get the urge to make love to a woman who just told the whole world that you're stupid?
Look, I am not stupid. Don't even say that, because I am not stupid. Do you understand me?
You got pretty angry just now when I told you that Marty called you stupid. And yet when it happened, it didn't faze you?
I already told you. It didn't last. Besides, Marty apologized.
After she had asked you and the other two defendants to join her in Kevin Buchanan's room?
That's right.
What did she say then?
That she was sorry.
She said the words, "I'm sorry."
Yeah. I don't remember exactly what she said.
Oh, really? Well, Mr. Manning, that strikes me as strange, considering how Marty made fun of you and how angry you were. I would think that you would have savored her apology. I mean, did she say, "Todd, I'm sorry"? Or perhaps, "Forgive me, Todd"? Did she give any explanation as to why she teased you?
I already told you. I don't remember. Look, all of us had been drinking.
Wait a minute. I'm even more confused now. The alcohol you had drunk made you forget Marty's apology, and yet you testified that you clearly recall her telling Powell to lock the door. And you seem crystal clear on all the other events that took place in that room.
Of course I'm clear. That's exactly how it happened.
And once Marty apologized, with whatever now forgotten words she used, she immediately indicated that she wanted to have sex with all three of you.
Yes.
Apparently there's no fuzziness about those words.
Objection, Your Honor. Counsel's making statements for the benefit of the jury.
Sustained. Question the witness, Mr. Gannon.
Mr. Manning, was it clear to you that Marty wanted to have sex with you and your friends?
Sure. She stripped right down.
She took her clothes off?
Yeah, that's right.
By herself?
Yes.
Are you sure, Mr. Manning?
Positive.
Mr. Manning, would you please tell the court that if Marty Saybrook took her own panties off, then why are they torn? Thank you. Mr. Manning, how did Miss Saybrook's panties get torn?
I have no idea. You'll have to ask her. She's the one who ripped them off.
She did. She was that hot and bothered for you? You expect this court to believe that?
Objection.
Sustained. Mr. Gannon, please tone it down.
Mr. Manning, what about this blouse? Marty wore this blouse the night of the party. It's ripped also. Did she rip this off too? Did Marty take her clothes off so fast that all the garments she was wearing ended up torn?
Look, I don't know. I mean, we were all drinking, and Marty was all over us. I mean, the last thing we were thinking about was being careful.
In more ways than one.
Objection.
Sustained.
Now, Mr. Manning, you've testified to having slept with Miss Saybrook on one previous occasion. Did you use a condom during that particular encounter?
Yes.
Do you usually use a condom when you're engaging in sexual intercourse?
Yes, I do.
Did you and the other two defendants use a condom on the night in question?
No.
No? Well, you just said you normally do.
Or,
Wasn't that a normal situation?
look, it all happened so fast.
Too fast to put on a condom? That is pretty fast.
That's the way Marty is. I mean, she didn't want to wait, not even for 1 second.
So, one by one, you and your friends had unprotected sex with Marty Saybrook at her urgent bidding.
That's right.
And she never asked you to stop,
No, she was totally into it.
even though she was being bruised.
I never saw any bruises on her.
Maybe because your hands were covering them, Mr. Manning.
Objection!
Sustained. Mr. Gannon, please.
Marty was totally into having sex with you, even though she was screaming for you to stop.
Look, she never told any of us to stop.
Well, maybe she tried, but you couldn't hear her because of the sweatband you stuffed in her mouth. A sweatband that bore
Objection.
traces of Mrs. Saybrook's blood and saliva. The sweatband that you and your friends
For the
got
last
rid
time,
of.
there was no sweatband. And Milton is totally nuts if he thinks that's why Zach and Todd were in the woods.
Milton Biddlecombe mentioned a fraternity ring being lost in the woods. He never said a word about a sweatband being out there. Why would you, Todd?
Didn't mean that the way it sounded.
You mean it was a lie? Sounded like you thought Milton saw you hiding that sweatband.
That's not true.
You didn't worry about Milton seeing that sweatband being hidden because you had destroyed it already, didn't you?
All right. You want a confession? I'll give you one. I've got sweatband on the brain. Not because there is one, but because every detective in Landview has been in my face about this from day one. Sweatband this, sweatband, sweatband. It's all I ever hear about.
Is it in the
Now
woods?
I'm all mixed up.
Is it in the woods, Mr. Manning? Is that where you hid it?
Objection!
Your Honor, this sweatband is a potentially crucial piece of evidence. Mr. Manning himself brought up the search for it.
The objection is sustained. Mr. Gannon, I will allow you to continue this line of questioning. However, please, keep your opinions regarding the veracity of the witness to yourself.
Yes, Your Honor. Now, Mr. Manning, you said just now that you were mixed up. Why is that?
That's your job to confuse me, right?
It's my job to get to the facts of this case.
Well, I'll give you a fact. There is no sweatband, and there never was.
You're under oath, Mr. Manning.
I know that. I'm telling you the truth.
What's the truth about Marty's bruises?
I don't know. She bruises easy. Her own doctor testified right here to that fact. Marty could get dinged up playing a piano.
Marty's panties and her blouse didn't get torn that night from playing the piano.
I don't know how that happened. I mean, maybe her clothes were ripped before she even got to the spring fling.
Holy smoke. You've got an answer for everything, don't you?
No, I don't have an answer for why Marty dragged me and my friends into this whole thing. We never raped her. She wanted to have sex with us. And when she got what she wanted, she never once said stop. She was enjoying it. Those are the facts.
Facts, Mr. Manning. Does this look like a woman who was enjoying herself? Your Honor, I have no further questions.
This court will recess for 30 minutes.
All right.
Counselor, do you wish to redirect? Ms. Gannon, do you have any further questions for the witness?
Yes, Your Honor, I have one question and one question only. Mr. Manning, you're still under oath. Did you rape Marty Saybrook?
No. I could never do anything like that to Marty.
No further questions, Your Honor.